star chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart, but we're running away with our hearts. Can we break free? Can we break free?
Yeah, I would say the most important thing to improve your speaking would just be to practice lots of speaking. So, for example, you sent me a message on Facebook saying, "Hey Azren, can we practice English?" That's amazing. That's the kind of thing you should be doing. And if I were you, I would be using websites like italki, or this app like HelloTalk. I'd be using things like that to do as much speaking practice as possible so that you can actually improve, you can actually improve your speaking. I just finished a whole bunch of miscellaneous jobs and a bunch of paperwork that I had to do, and I realized something, or rather I learned something about myself right now, which was, when it comes to paperwork, I don't really like it. It's not the kind of job that I enjoy. I don't like organizing. I don't really like that per se. I'm okay at it. I'm good at it because my mom's driven it into me. But it's not something that I like to do. And so sometimes it will make me really stressed out. And yeah, I'll feel really stressed. And often there's no reason for me to be stressed, but just doing that kind of paperwork, it's so not fun for me that my brain just gets stressed out and gets kind of frazzled, and I just don't feel good. And I just realized, because I just finished my lunch, and I realized something. When I'm in that moment, boy, do I crave sugar. And boy, do I crave food that is bad for my health. And normally I'm extremely healthy. I'm a very healthy individual, especially probably since about May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Probably the past 9 months, roughly, 9-10 months, I've been really, really good on health and nutrition. But I realized, wow, when I sit and I do paperwork for too long, it's not a good recipe. And I immediately, because of that stress state in my body, I just want to go eat sugar and just eat junk food, and it's crazy. So interesting learning about myself, I think that'll help me structure my days better, to make sure I don't get in that kind of negative and stressed out mental state that forces me or makes me want to go into really junky food and really unhealthy food. So I'm out in the cold weather here. See, have a look. Boom. Oh, can you see? Yes, you can. Perfect. All the snow. Actually, look, if you look at just the sky, it looks so beautiful outside. There's even the sun shining. If you look there, it's so beautiful. And then you go down slowly, you're like, oh, there's no leaves on the tree. How strange. Then you go further, you're like, what's that white stuff? What's that white stuff? Oh my God, it's snow. And then you walk outside and it's -30 and you freeze, and anyway. But I am out here right now. I need to find a newspaper, which is bizarre. I need to find one, and I was thinking about it because I agreed to do a project for someone where I'm gonna require a newspaper. And I was thinking, I honestly don't know where to find a newspaper in my city. I've seen these newspaper boxes outside where you could pay I think it's $1 or something like that, $1, and you get a newspaper. To be honest, I don't really want to pay, and we have a free newspaper in my city. I just have no clue where to get it. So I'm out here kind of I need to actually find it and find them. I've got a couple places I think I can look. So I'm gonna go and look and see if I can find one of these free newspapers so I could actually work on this project for someone. So no! 4 freaking newspaper boxes later and no newspapers. Honestly, my city has got to be the last city the last city on the planet where people actually read, newspapers. Like, honestly, how could they be empty? How could 4 different newspaper things be empty? Like, honestly, do that many people still read newspapers? Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I guess I'll just move on. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I guess I'll just move on to some different things instead.
If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you.
One thing that I've really started to do is I've started to actually do some research on different French, Spanish, English clubs, or even linguistics clubs, or things like, I don't know, even international student clubs, things like that, at different like universities, schools, etc. And what I've started to do is I've started to actually just cold email them, so send them an email going, hey, my name's Azren, I teach English, French, Spanish, and offering them basically anyone in their organization or anyone in their club, offering them like 2 hours of free tutoring or free language lessons. Yeah, because I want to start finding more students and start doing some more teaching, more than I am right now. And so I thought that'd be a really good way to do that. So I'm spending a lot of my time sending all those emails out going, hey, you know, introducing myself and saying like, hey, I'd love to, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you could pass that message out to all of your members to go, hey, this guy's offering free language lessons in English, French, Spanish, and I'm hoping, we'll see, hoping that brings in some more students. Actually, let's throw this out to you guys too. If any of you guys want 2 hours of free tutoring or language lessons for English, French, Spanish, feel free to hit me up. At least leave a comment in the description, or feel free to send me a message on, let's say, Facebook or Instagram, one of the two. And yeah, happy to help you guys out. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this video here is the 60-second, what is it called? The 60-second, 60-second language or 60-second vocabulary? What do we call this? Oh, it totally should be called the 60-second vocab. Crap, okay, I've named it wrong in Instagram. We're going to rename it. I'm going to repost, I'm going to rename this thing. But, we're doing the 60-second vocab challenge. There's a video on my Instagram where I'm going around my house. I sort of drop what I'm doing, I go around my house, and I start pointing at things and saying, and trying to say that in as many languages as I know. And it's super fun, you guys have to see this. Here's a hat. Boom! That looks better. Alright, let's do an improvised vocab. Let's walk through my house, see what we have. Boom, let's do this. This guy here, in English, chair, French, we'd say une chaise, and then in Spanish, we would say, una silla. There we go, una silla. My brain wasn't working for a sec there. We also have, here's another one. We have this guy. Un livre in French, a book in English, un libro in Spanish, and then why don't we do Chinese? What the heck, why not? We're improvising. Chinese would be, do I know how to say it? Shu, oh yeah, shu with the first tone. Let's do one more. This guy, backpack English, 7 seconds. French, sac à dos Spanish, una mochila. Mandarin, crap, ran out of time. Let's get this going. I challenge you to the 60-second vocab challenge. Shout out to @Maddie_speaks, who's been following me on Instagram for some time, who recommended this. It's amazing. And also shout out to MIPERIV on Instagram as well. He also likes this challenge. I've also tagged him. So anyway, woo, bye for now. Talk to you later. What am I doing? I'm very weird.